Hello everybody, it's been a while, but I got another battle for you. This one is against the Cool Red Sweater or something like that. So yeah, I think I just battled Mr. Rogers, but that's cool. You know what, in-game music can go away. But his name is apparently Brendan, so I'm going to lead off with Pidgeot, because Pidgeot equals a cool lead. And he's going to lead off with Tree Ninja here, which sucks because he's Rock and I'm Pidgeot. So I'm gonna U-turn because why switch when you can switch and get damage? That's what I always say. I'm gonna go into Sand Slash because if he sets up rocks, bam, spin, and if he Stone Edges, well, you'll see how much it does, which is not very much. It does that much. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some leftovers and talk too fast because I haven't narrated for a while. I forgot how I need to talk. But anyway, I'm gonna Earthquake instead of setting up my rocks here because he could have Woodhammer, and as a matter of fact, if he's not running Woodhammer, I'd be shocked. So I'm not gonna fool around with this Tree Ninja dude. I'm going to kill that guy before he does anything fancy. And I think that was probably his Stealth Rocker, which means so long as Stealth Rocks aren't up, Sandslash has succeeded in his job. I'm just going to go into Espeon here, and I should have gone into Ampharos because Ampharos takes special hits like a boss, but super effective hidden power, as you hear there. It's not going to be good for Sandslash. And again, because rocks aren't up, I'm more willing to sacrifice him, but I actually live at 20 HP, which is really pro because Sandslash is that pro. And I actually found out there's a reason why there's a Sandslash on every other freaking NU team in the game. And it's because I'm making my new NU team, and I wanted to, use different guys than I used this time. And Earthquake brings me down to orange. It's, I'm going to switch into Ampharos here because, obviously, and I want rocks. And anyway, back to my first thing. It's because no one else in NU rapid spins. And all the guys that are in NU that are good, the reason they're in NU is because they're weak to Stealth Rocks. So if you want a Rapid Spinner, your options are Delibird, which takes half HP upon entering the field, and Torkoal, who I consider putting on my team, but he's just there to explode anyway, so there goes your Rapid Spinner. And Sandslash, who resists Stealth Rocks, and Ampharos Signal Beams slacking for a crit. Which is cool and all, but I'm going to have to get the heck out of there because Earthquake is, coming. But he wants to just double edge me instead in case I switch into Pidgeot, since I already showed him I have a Pidgeot. And because double edge would kind of wreck my Ampharos as well, but he risks static hacks happening there. So anyway, I'm going to die because in all likelihood that's Choice Band Slacking, who is pretty darn strong when it comes to double edge, but being at full health, he loses a good chunk of his HP. So I'm going to go into Draft Raid because I can just substitute on any turns he wants to attack. I'm going to go for Agility, so in the very high likelihood that he switches, I can, be faster and or pass something. So I'm going to go for a substitute here just to see if he has Signal Beam, because if he doesn't, I can just Calm Mind up all day. But yeah, no, he's got Signal Beam. Should be obviously why he switched into his Friskies, the Espeon cat, in the first place. And Espeon has given me some problems in the past because it's fast and really powerful, which is not good for my team. So my team is slow and bulky. So I'm going to go for another sub in case he wants to try some shenanigans here, predicting my Baton Pass. But there will be no such shenanigans taking place. He's just going to Signal Beam all the doodah day. And so super effective break sub. I could Calm Mind and hopefully live one and What's Batas? Baton Pass, Calm Mind and Agility or something. But I'm just going to go into Lapras here, even though it's more physically defensive than specially defensive, and my Ampharos would probably be a better choice because it has Signal Beam and whatnot. But Ampharos is so slow that even with an Agility, that speed's just about nothing. So in order to, actually make use of it, I'm going to baton pass into Lapras, and he's going to go into his own Ampharos. And I'm not sure if you've quite realized this, but Ampharos takes special hits like a monster. So, yeah, watch out for Cotton Guard Ampharos in 5th gen, because it's not going to die. Ever. So, he's going to get some leftovers, so he is some sort of bulky Ampharos. I'm going to switch into Sand Slash, because if he kills me, Sand Slash was about to die anyway. And the more likely thing is a Thunder attack, which I absorb and then can do whatever I feel like, which I believe is rocks, because there's a better chance that that he switches out predicting the earthquake than he goes to something that is immune to stealth rocks, because there is no chance of that. And so anyway, rocks come up and he goes into his cool hair, which is his Meganium, and I don't really feel like Sand Slash is necessary, and I'd like to really see what this Meganium is going to do. So I go for a Stone Edge as he Leech Seeds me, probably predicting a switch. And yeah, after leftovers and Leech Seed recovery, the Stone Edge does 0 damage. So video time is being wasted right now, and I found white version, which none of you know I lost, but I did for like 5 days, and now I found it. And now I have a Regenerator Tangela with max IV in HP and defense, and it's female, so I can breed it. So yeah, that's pretty darn good. And so Sand Slash gets his energy drained, just like, oh no, Sand Slash. But the good news is, he revealed to me that he's special, which means I can sub-Calm Mind all day, and so in comes Draft for those such purposes. And so he switches back out into this dude, which is cool because he's going to be a special attacker too, so I'm going to Calm Mind on him instead. First I'm going to go for a sub, get some leftovers back. He's going to get some of his leftovers back, and now we're all sitting chilling dandy. So Jeffrey's going to come in, Calm Mind, and leave, so that the substitute can take the Thunderbolt, which unfortunately at +1 special defense, it's not gonna survive it. So I'm going to get some more leftovers, and that will be up to 170 HP, and I'm going to go for another Calm Mind, because otherwise I'm just throwing away HP, and Calm Mind's going to be baton passed. So more Calm Minding, just to see how much Thunderbolt will do on +2 Giraffe Rig. And Ampharos' special attack is really good, actually. And so it does over 100. Let's see, how much does it do? It does not do 100. It does 70 plus 40. It does 84, I believe. Which means, actually, I think if I had substituted right there, I could have lived the Thunderbolt with a substitute, which, I should have done. But that's irrelevant, because he's going to go for another Thunderbolt, and I'm going to live with 35. Going to get some more leftovers, and I thought about going for maybe another Calm Mind, because at +4 I thought maybe it would do less than 56. But I'm just asking to throw away three Calm Minds, so I'm just going to baton pass out into my own Ampharos, because Thunderbolt would do just about nothing. So yeah, let's see, I'm at 347 and 329, so that's 18 damage, and leftovers, and I got more HP back. So yeah, his Thunderbolt is doing less than my leftovers, which is not going to be something that's going to work out well for him. So he's going to Thunderbolt. I'm going to Signal Beam, because Focus Blast can miss, and that's just pointless. And I thought at +3, Ampharos' good special attack that I was just talking about, I'd do well. But that was a crit, and I get Confusion. So I crit him and get Confusion in the same turn, which does little more but to save us a lot of time. So thank you, Ampharos. And that just goes to show you how good especially defensive Ampharos is. because that's a +3 from a. I mean, I've got 0 special attack investment, but I'm at +3. My special attack's still like over 500, and a crit was like 2/3. So I'm just gonna go for a focus blast here because it's more powerful, and he hurts himself in confusion, which is dandy and all, just to make me feel like that confusion happening to him wasn't worthless. So now I'm back at full HP, and I've got all that. So he brings in on this guy, and the nice thing about having Stealth Rocks up is every time he switches out, because he's locked into sucking, he gets hurt. So he's going to go for Earthquake, and I was being a tad bit stubborn because I had just baton passed all these boosts to my Ampharos, and I was not about to switch out because of Donkey Kong. But probably would have been a good idea, even though the Earthquake would have destroyed anything on my team. So he one hit KOs my dude, and I checked it out. I would not quite have enough after leftovers to make a substitute on that dude. So I'm going to go into Lapras and Ice Beam him, hoping to, kill him. But he's going to fodder out his Espeon instead. Perhaps predicted a Toxic and he wanted to Magic Mirror me, but lol, that's 5th gen. And so I'm going to get some leftovers. I think I'm back up to full HP. Nope, 5 away. So anyway, he's going to go back into the guy I just switched out of, live some more Stealth Rock, and I'm going to sacrifice good old Girafarig here because I need him to not attack. And I think at 56 HP, Girafarig is a little bit less worthwhile than Lapras is at full HP. I'm going to go into Typhlosion here, and just because I can. And I'm going to Eruption him, and he's going to loaf around because he isn't very motivated. I mean, look at him. His name is Slacking. He's the king of slacking off, which is really unfortunate in a Pokemon battle. But anyway, the 4th gen dude in Ruby, I single-handedly beat him because he used Focus Punch every turn and never attacked. Anyway, he's going to go into the last guy I want to see, which is McCloud, a Firefox. Ninetales. It's Naruto. Anyway, I'm gonna switch into Lapras because water type, and yeah, I'm well aware that he can use Energy Ball, but nasty plot. Totally forgot about that, and that's gonna suck. That's a +2 Energy Ball to Lapras's face. And I couldn't stay in with Typhlosion because I can't really hurt him because of Flash Fire, but I do live because I'm at full health and I'm a Lapras, which, that's pretty hard to kill in one shot, even a +2 super effective Energy Ball. So I'm going to hit him with the Surf, and it's like, no, you gotta be kidding me, because I looked up his speed. He will be faster than my Typhlosion, and at +2, he can cause some pretty nice hurt. So he's going to finish me off with an Energy Ball, and I wasn't paying attention that last attack. I was like, I swear that was a little bit less HP than Stealth Rock does. Like, please be Life Orb, because otherwise I've lost. And thank goodness he is, because his last guy is Meganium. And so now it's a Johto war here, but I'm like the rival here because I've picked the super effective dude. And he has Stealth Rocks putting into it, but that's cool. So it's 1-on-1 with Typhlosion and Meganium, which is epic enough in and of itself. So I'm just going to go for the full health Eruption here. And that is a lot of damage, because that's 450 power with all the factoring in and stuff. And Redrise lived one of those, because he's a boss. But Meganium's not, because I'm going to get a crit. So the chances of him coming back without that crit are pretty slim, so I don't feel like bad about that or anything. But that's the end of the battle. And leave a comment. I'm just interested to see what you guys have to say. And maybe I will upload something 5th gen in the near future. Oh, I'm going to work on speeding up my vids. I'm going to work on that.